What's going on, guys? It's Tuesday, January the 12th, 2022. Actually, it's January 11th, my bad. I'm coming to you today from Patterson, California. And, I really like this place. It's a small town here in Stanislaus County. It's about 30 miles or so away from southeast from San Francisco. It has a population of I'd say about 20,000 people. And this town really has grown exponentially the last 30 years. It's just grown exponentially. I remember when I was a kid, and I would come here with my dad to visit this little town. There was literally about 4,000 population, and they only had a handful of houses that were located in the downtown area. Now everything surrounding the downtown area has fully developed, and they have a couple of ranches that are new. They have Amazon actually has a warehouse that was built about 8 years ago. So it truly has evolved and developed and grown a lot, really, in the last, as I mentioned, the last 30 years. I'm actually here because my parents live in this town. They've been living here since 2010, so about 11 years, and I come every other weekend to pay them a visit. But it's a really beautiful town. I really enjoy it. Every time I get a chance to come here, I go for a walk like I'm doing right now. And let me show you a little bit of the surroundings. This ranch where you see these two-story houses is called Walker Ranch. This is what I'm talking about. They actually developed this area about 16 years ago. All these houses are around 16 years old, about 2005 or so they were developed. And actually one of my sisters lives there, so it's a very modern ranch with all of the amenities. It has houses, it has a couple of elementary schools, a couple of parks as well, and it's really beautiful. To the right on this side, this place is called Heartland Ranch, and it's a little bit older. It's I'd say about 23 years old. The houses were developed around 97 or so. They started developing the houses around 97, they're still fairly new. This place has a little bit more things. It has a grocery store. It has a couple of hardware stores. So it's a little bit more developed than Walker Ranch, which is located to my left. There's a creek here, as you can see. This place, when my parents bought their home back in 2010, that was obviously right after the big financial meltdown, the financial crisis that we had in 2008. And a lot of that was driven by the speculations and the real estate market that completely collapsed. So a lot of people actually lost their homes. And what happened was my parents were actually able to come in and purchase a home considerably cheaper than what they were in the middle of the 2000s. I think in the middle of the 2000s, the property, the prices here were ranging anywhere between $200,000 to $800,000. But when my parents came here, they bought their home for about $160,000, a house that was worth close to $500,000 in 2005, only 5 years before they actually purchased the home. So it was extremely cheap back then, back in 2010. But now I think here in 2022, I think the house prices are pretty much right where they were in the middle of the 2000s, right before the financial meltdown. So these houses have already appreciated and regained all of their losses pretty much in the last, I'd say in the last 10 years or so. But it's a beautiful town. I enjoy it. Like I mentioned, it's located in Stanislaus County. It's part of the Modesto area, Modesto, Turlock. I'd say it's about 25 minutes south of Tracy, about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours north of Fresno. So it's a beautiful place. The only thing I don't like about Patterson is probably the extreme weather shifts. You know, during the summertime it could get really hot, and it's relentless heat. You know, you basically get anywhere between 90 to triple digits between July and September. So it can get very hot. And then during the winter season, it's the polar opposite. The seasons are very well developed here. They make a profound difference. And during the winter season, it can drop anywhere between mid-30s to 50 degrees. But you know, it is what it is. But it's still, nonetheless, a beautiful town. I enjoy it, and I'm here to pick up my luggage because I'm going to be heading out to Mexico on Monday. I'll be down there, and so I came to my parents' house to actually pick up the luggage and hopefully, you know, have a good time down there. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a brief glimpse of what this little town is all about. It's just only like a small part of the town, but it's really unique and really nice. Anyway, see you in the next video.